And I'm Angela, and we're the co-founders of Freedom to Flourish.
Freedom to Flourish started as a dream 3 years ago when Angela and I met and started to share about what God had on our hearts to see healing for people of refugee backgrounds.
So we started the first activity about 2 years ago. We started with a craft group.
And counselling.
Yeah. And only a year ago we started with the Restoring Garden, where we're at today.
We hope you feel comfortable here. Come and meet with us in the Restoring Garden.
Yeah, so today we were talking about recovery. So this garden bed had other plants in here, and they were looking a little bit like this one. The season is over, and the plant is already struggling, and it's time to come out of the garden. So we have pulled the old plants out, and as we do that, we actually have to go deep in the soil and find if there's anything that still remains that shouldn't be there. So as we pull the old plants and take the old roots, we talk about perhaps some of the things that we have that should not be in our lives. What are some of perhaps memories or feelings or attitudes or actions we've been doing that we should actually just take out? And as we did that, we looked, what do we do now? So the soil needs to be prepared for what's new to come. So we thought about using different type of compost and things that will give nutrients to the soil. As we do that, we're looking in our lives, what are some of the things we may have to do to prepare for the new season that we have? And then we put new plants, as you can see here, we had herbs. You put new plants and you talk about what are our hopes for the future. What do they mean? So we're obviously looking at the herbs. We think about things that we can cook, and that's fun to talk about, and perhaps what's our favorite food. But what are some of our hopes as we take the old out of our lives and as we prepare for the new season? What are we hoping for? Obviously, the best news that we can give to people is the hope that we have in Jesus. So that's an opportunity when we can perhaps talk about the hope that we have that is certain and is the best one that we could have, and where people are at in terms of the hope that they may or may not know about Jesus. So that's one of the ways that we connect garden, emotional health, and the gospel message. Yeah, so Freedom to Flourish has lots of partnerships, don't we?
Yeah.
So we obviously partner with Senior Refugee Team, which is part of WEC. I come from SIM, which is another mission agency. We both partner then with Pioneers, which is another mission agency.
And some other refugee organisations such as Starts, House of Welcome.
Yeah, and as we grow with our groups, we're just finding that partnerships need to be made. So in the Restoring Garden, we're partners with the Botanic Gardens, and we're also starting to partner with the Hive with a carpentry course. So we're all about working together for what God has called us.
And across different churches,
yes,
of many different denominations, just gathering together to love people and to see them transformed.
Yeah.
So Freedom to Flourish is for people mainly from refugee backgrounds. They may have come from a war-torn place or somewhere where they're not feeling safe, and they're starting to settle in Australia, and they're needing to find some hope and healing for their lives from the different experiences they might have had from their country, from the time that they've been travelling, displaced, and as they have struggles with just settling here. We want it to be a place where they can feel safe and in the presence of God. So currently we have in our groups people from Ethiopia, South Sudan, Afghanistan, Iran, Syria, Iraq. There's Kurdish, there's Orthodox Christians, there's Muslim backgrounds, there's Hindu, different countries that people come from, different backgrounds that they've come from, and they're learning to come together and just feel safe amongst each other as well. Here I'm decorating a terracotta pot with some tissue craft to make a beautiful pot that we can then plant some things in, and people can either take that home or they can we can sell to others or just decorate our room or our garden. I just love to be able to be there with people, sharing some of their stories, hearing some of their heart, and as they find love and acceptance, someone they can trust and a place where they can go, that they can feel safe, they're able to open up and let go of a little of that hurt that they're carrying. And so, yeah, it's a